Have you ever spent a small fortune on ammunition only to watch your group scatter across the entire target? It's really frustrating, right? So lately I've seen some amazing videos in the shooting community showing the power of lot testing. I'm going to take you step by step through the process and what tools you need and how to do your lot testing without a chronograph, and how to interpret your result. What exactly is lot testing? Every batch of ammunition is called a lot, and it performs slightly different even within the same brand and type. This is because minor variations in manufacturing. Lot testing is a process about figuring out what batch performs best in your rifle. Think of it Think of it as matchmaking. You're finding the perfect partner for your rifle to unlock its full potential. Now, let's break down the process of lot testing into three very simple steps. So you'll need a few key items for you to get started. The first thing I need you to do, well, it's pretty obvious, is buy yourself some test ammunition. Purchase yourself a selection of ammunition from the same manufacturer, but within different lot numbers and speeds. Now, if you're curious how to understand yearly lot ammunition numbers, make sure you check out this video in the tag up above, because I explain how to read yearly ammunition. I want you to look for terms like batch or lot number. This is like your key to identifying those specific production runs within ammunition. Next thing I need you guys to do is targets. So if you need some targets, I have a fantastic one for this purpose. The link is below in the description, and you'll need a stable shooting setup. Next one is a chronograph. A chronograph measures the velocity of every single shot, giving you valuable data like standard deviation, SD, and extreme spread, ES. These metrics help you identify consistent speeds and lots when they are. These metrics help identify consistent lots and are a great tool to refine your selection. However, please remember, you can still successfully lot test without a chronograph by focusing on group sizes and how consistently your shots land, and you can identify the best performing lot for your rifle, even without this extra data. And honestly, I don't use a chronograph. Next thing is to get the most accurate data is to choose. That's right, choose a calm day with minimal wind. Start testing at 50 yards. This distance, I honestly, in my opinion, is manageable and highlights trends in performance. So what you need to do, fire a few warm-up shots before you get started. This ensures that your barrel is stable, and you get rid of that first shot cold bore sort of thing that can sometimes happen. And of course, you want to foul your barrel as well, because if you do clean your barrel quite heavily, it will take a few shots for your barrel to come back into accuracy. Step number 3, well, here is where the magic happens. Shoot 5-shot groups. I want you to shoot five 5-shot groups. Test each lot ammunition one at a time, using the same setup and technique for consistency. This ensures that your results are based on the ammunition, not the variations in your shooting. If you have a chronograph, well, use it to measure key metrics, standard deviation. This tells you how consistent the velocity is between your shots. Lower SD means better consistency. Extreme spread, this measures the range of velocity differences between the fastest and slowest shots. Record these numbers down on a piece of paper along with your group sizes to identify the most consistent lot. Now, if you don't have a chronograph, don't worry. Focus solely on the group sizes. So you may be wondering, how do I understand the results? Now you've done your testing, you've done your shooting, and it's time to look at your targets. It is time to analyze and fully understand. If you don't have a chronograph, well, consistency in your shooting technique does actually become a little bit more crucial. With a chronograph, start by identifying the lots with the tight groups and low SD and ES numbers. These are your more consistent performers. Combine this data with group sizes to honestly pinpoint the best batch for your rifle. Without a chronograph, focus entirely on the group sizes. Measure the distance between the furthest shots in each group to determine which produces the tightest and the most repeatable results. Use a ruler or caliper for accuracy. Look for consistencies across multiple groups. If a lot performs well in one test, but honestly poorly in another, it's not that reliable. So whether or not you're using a chronograph, remember to retest your top performing lots at 100 or even 150 yards. A lot that performs well at 50 yards might lose its accuracy at longer ranges. This setup ensures that your chosen lot is consistent and repeatable under those real world conditions. And, for the guys that in Australia that attend SSAA matches, You will change distances during the day. You'll go from 50 yards to 100 yards, and that will happen. So you want to make sure that you have your ammunition figured out. So some common mistakes. So lot testing honestly is a straightforward process, but there are a few common mistakes that can really trip you up. Mistake number one is trusting box speed labels. And don't do that. The speed printed on the box doesn't match what you'll actually see out of a chronograph. I have seen this so many times. Always rely on your own data. Mistake number two is testing in poor conditions. Wind or extreme cold or even inconsistent lighting can ruin your results. Choose a day when the weather is calm and the stable weather. And of course, tip number three or mistake number three is rushing. That's right, rushing the process. Here's a lesson that I've learned the hard way. Once I skipped retesting and I bought an entire ammunition case based on the 50-yard results. When I shot it at 100, my groups, they weren't the best. So don't make that mistake. Lot testing isn't just for competitive shooters. It is there for everybody who wants consistent, reliable, and repeatable accuracy. If you're ready to dive deeper and improve your shooting even further, make sure you click this video right here on the screen. It is packed full of tips to refine your skills and get the results that you have been chasing. So I'll see you out there.